Hey guys, let's talk a little bit more about the Mason-Dixon line that you've just drawn on your map. Let's zoom out for a second and just take a look. It's right about here on the east coast of the United States. And the reason the Mason-Dixon line is important is that it becomes known as the cultural dividing line between the North and the South. It's even more cultural than political in a lot of ways, even though today it is along the state boundaries of Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Delaware. At the time, if you were north of the Mason-Dixon line, everybody knew what that meant. That meant a different type of society and economy and politics. And if someone said, oh, you're south of the Mason-Dixon line, that meant something very unique, especially when it came to how the economy works and how a society works. You also might notice we have some famous cities like Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Philadelphia, New York, and Boston in the north, all becoming large industrial cities. And in the south, we have less big cities. Atlanta today is a really big city, but at the time it wasn't that big. Another one you guys probably have heard of is New Orleans in the south. Now, if you've studied the Underground Railroad and Harriet Tubman, many of the people on the Underground Railroad who were trying to escape slavery and get to the north, they were always trying to get north of the Mason-Dixon line. Once they were north of this line, you could feel safe that you were not going to be returned to the South as a slave. So that's kind of the cultural meaning of this. And especially now that we're focusing on the economic differences between these two regions, I'm going to say that the North has a growing industrial economy. Industrial meaning factories, textile mills. And we're going to say that the South has a growing agricultural economy. Agricultural meaning farms, which could be small farms, but even more famously, large plantations, which are not growing food to eat. They're growing products to export, especially exporting them to the North or Europe.